Thank you so much, for that. I'm definitely looking forward to what you're coming up with. And of course, as we always do on Wednesdays, we have nutrition. And today on nutrition, we're talking about constituents of a healthy plate, of course, with Abimbola Olusegun. Welcome again to Wake Up Nigeria.
Good morning. Thank you for having me once again.
You're welcome. I mean, we had you last week, and of course, we learned so much from you. So now, today, we're talking about constituents of a healthy plate. Now, we know we eat every day. Some people are not so conscious of what they eat. So now, what are those important things we definitely need on our plates to make sure that it's healthy and it's a wholesome meal?
Okay, thank you so much. So basically, there's this formula that we actually use nutritionally to identify our healthy plate. So it is called quarter, quarter, half. Quarter, quarter, half. So it means quarter of your whole grains, quarter of your protein, and half fruit and vegetables.
Okay.
So
half
it's just
fruit. And so now, we're talking about if we have a plate.
Yes.
We'll divide it
into four.
Into 4 parts.
Like three.
Okay, three basically. Okay. So 1 part.
Quarter
of
is
that.
your whole grains and your carbohydrates.
Okay.
The second quarter is your protein. So it can be any type of protein you like. And then the other half is vegetables.
The remaining half of the plate is wow, interesting.
Vegetables and your fruit.
Okay.
So it's just something that we can always be conscious of. Quarter,
half.
Quarter, half. So our whole grains are basically foods that gives us energy. We can combine whole grains and carbohydrates together in 1 quarter. So that's why we say that our carbohydrates should not be much. It should just be quarter of our plate. That's why portion control is very, very important. So these are the food that gives us energy, makes us active and be able to do every work that we need to do.
Like yam.
Yes, yam, rice, swallow, and the likes. So then we have our protein. These are food that are responsible for body building and for repairing of worn-out tissues, because our body is made up of a lot of cells. So, and every day we utilize cells for every activities that we do. So now these cells, they die and new ones are being birthed. So these proteins are very important for the repairing of them and the equipping of those cells. So that's why we need them in quarter. No, as much as proteins are good, it's just quarter that we need. So our protein can be our chicken, egg, fish, beans, and the like. So then we now go to vegetables and fruits. So we are supposed to have half of our plate should be that.
Okay.
So just most times in Nigeria we actually do reverse.
I'm glad you're aware.
we actually go reverse of the case, but dietically we are supposed to actually be following that method. So our vegetables and protein and fruits are actually antioxidant. They have low calories. They make us more active and they also help our body effectively. So
you said our vegetables and fruits, they are low in carbs.
Yes.
But they help us to be more active.
Yeah.
I don't know, can we have more information on that? Because a lot of people think, and that is why it's the reverse. Because a lot of people think that, you know what, I need to eat this eba. It needs to literally feed the plate so that I have energy. Do you understand? Yes. However, people don't understand that, like fine, as much as it's heavy food, that's not necessarily what our body needs for us to be more active. So how can we understand the mechanism, the workings of like carbohydrates and vegetables? How can we explain to ourselves and know that, fine, these ones actually help us even be more active?
Okay. Now, being more active means that these are fruits and our vegetables are the ones that actually enhance the effectiveness of our proteins and our carbohydrates. So without our plates being full of these vegetables and fruits, we will not be able to enhance everything that our proteins and our carbohydrates ought to give us. Also, they also allow them to be broken down well. It's just that when we are taking, that's why we see people get chubby, get fat because of excess intake of carbohydrates, because there is no fruits and vegetables to actually break them down. So when we have good fruits and vegetables in our diet, it enhances the effective utilization of our carbohydrates and our proteins.
So now, from what you said, what you're trying to say in essence is that vegetable is like an activator.
Yes,
of our food.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why we need them more.
That's why we need them more. So no matter whatever swallow or whatever we eat, protein and all of that, we need vegetables to properly break them down so that the carbohydrate can actually even work better. And
So that is why
That's
it
important.
is recommended that when we are having our swallow, our soup should be like 3 times or 2 times of our swallow.
Okay, so the soup should be more than the
swallow.
Okay, what are those people that now pack meat on top? It says it helps build muscle.
So that's actually why we are having this discussion, this conversation, so that people can actually learn. You know, the first day I came here, I said information is very important. Some people do not actually know they're actually doing the wrong thing. So it's our work to actually keep them informed. Okay,
so now you spoke about how carbohydrate, excess of it can of course make us big and fat if we don't take enough vegetables to break it down, right? Yes. What of protein? What's the adverse effect of having like excess protein?
Okay, so there's this condition that actually characterized with children. It's called kwashiorkor. So that's when there's protein too much in the body.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I thought kwashiorkor was was lack of protein?
No.
Or
more. So there's sometimes that some people just tend to experience this kind of overgrown.
Okay.
So that's excess protein too is not advised in the body.
Good. And some people take that as actually being healthy. No. Okay, and nice.
So we just have to be able to balance.
Balance
everything.
So that's actually what is key. So now, can you give us tips on ensuring that we actually have like a healthy plate and our meals are actually good? Apart from the, quarter half, is there any other tip or any other thing we should watch out for to make sure that our foods are actually in the right proportions?
Okay. Basic tips I'll just give us is that we should ensure that we have vegetables and daily, if we cannot afford daily intake of fruit, at least 3 times in a week, we should have fruit intake, and we should also have vegetables. And vegetable in this context does not mean a foriro. We also have other root vegetables that we can go for, like carrots, cabbage, cucumbers, and those things. They can also help us. So it's not, we should not limit ourselves to the mindset that, okay, when they say vegetable, it's vegetable soup and all those kind of things.
So raw, actual,
raw one we can go for.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Abimbola. It's always very enlightening talking to you.
Thank you so much for having me too.
Thank you. Okay, so now we actually are going on a very quick break, but when we come back, Wake Up Nigeria continues. Don't touch that dial.